Krystle, and I live with my husband Alex and our cat Riley. Despite living with lupus, I try to enjoy life to its fullest. So come share in life's big and little moments with me. In my shoes.
Good morning, guys. It is Friday, and I just woke up at 7 a.m. This is my first day after not... Okay, I'm all confused. Yesterday was my last day with Nathaniel, and unfortunately, it didn't go the way that I wanted it to go, or that all of us had envisioned it to go, because they had a family emergency. And so his mom would be coming home earlier than expected. I just wish that they had given me a rough ballpark time of when his mom was going to get there, because I did not realize she was going to arrive when Nathaniel was napping. And so if I had have known that before putting him down for his nap, I would have said bye to him, obviously. But I thought she was going to show up like right after his nap, and that didn't happen. She showed up like 20 minutes after I put him down, and she said she was just planning to go and get him and put him right in the car so that he wouldn't wake up so he could have his nap. So I didn't get to say bye to him, which is kind of unfortunate, but I got out. So I was basically only there like a little over an hour. So today, guys, today I am getting ready to go for another Holter heart monitor, and I don't want to go, but I have to hurry. I can't yap too much more about this because I got to eat, get dressed, and go. So I don't know if you guys are new, you probably don't know about this, but I have an arrhythmia. I have an extra heartbeat, or extra heartbeats. I have had this since, well, they discovered it in 2002, but it's kind of suspected that I may have had it my whole life, and that it was just exacerbated by all the other health problems I had. So yearly, I have to get this Holter heart monitor that sometimes it's a 24-hour one, sometimes it's a 48-hour one. Most of the time it's 48 hours. And so over the years, every time I've had it done, I get a reaction to the pads that they stick on you, and then they connect the wires to them. It started out as minor irritation, and then each time I was exposed to it again, the reaction has continued to get worse and worse and worse. And the last time I had it, I actually had like oozing blisters after I took this Holter monitor off, and they itch and they burn, and then they become painful. So I read up online that apparently a lot of people are allergic to it, to these pads that they use for Holters. So I mentioned it 2 Holters ago, and they decided to try giving me the neonatal pads. And those I had no reaction to, which was great. However, the adhesive on those, because they're for babies, is not as strong. And so they start falling off. And so like the last time I had a Holter monitor, which was, I believe, in November, by 24 hours later, they were falling off. And so I have medical tape here and stuff. I kept trying to stick them down, tape them down, but it didn't matter. Once I got moving, they were falling off. And I'm thinking, how are they getting a proper reading if they're falling off? So that's really frustrating. So I ended up pulling it off before the 48 hours was done, because I thought, well, this is pointless. They're not going to be getting a reading, and I can't get much done because I feel like I can't move anywhere, or else it's all going to fall off of me. So I just pulled it off And I just wrote a note on the little log thing that you get that they were falling off. So I just took it off. So when I see my cardiologist next time, I really have to remember to talk to him about this, because I want to know if there's any other type of test they can do in place of it, or if they could just order a 24-hour Holter monitor as opposed to a 48-hour, because at least the 24-hour one, I think it seems to hold up. But it's like once it passes that 24-hour frame, that's when things start falling off. So thankfully the weather has cooled down. So hopefully I won't be doing any sweating or anything, because if it was like hot and humid and I started sweating, then those things are coming off a heck of a lot faster as well. So anyways, I gotta get myself breakfast, I gotta get myself dressed, and I gotta get out of here in about a half hour. I hope I can do it. Yeah, and I'm kind of groggy, but whatever. So that's what's happening today, and then I have a whole bunch of time to kill, because at 12:50 I have a dentist appointment. So I think after I get my Holter put on, I'm going to go to the Scarborough Town Center, and I am going to go to Walmart. Let's get the day going. Let's go. Okay, so I'm just having a quick bowl of cereal and some yogurt, because I just had to get something quick. Probably should have got up a little bit earlier, but it's all right. I can do it. But anyways, so as I was leaving work yesterday, a couple houses down, there was this little girl in the front yard of her house with a little lemonade stand set up. It was so cute. And at first I thought, oh, I wish I had change on me that I could get something from her. And then it was like, just as I walked past her, I remembered that I did have some change on me. So I went back and I got a cup of lemonade from her, so I'm sure that made her day. She was so cute. And then I decided to stop for a Slurpee on the way home. And while I was getting my Slurpee, I decided to treat myself to some Maltesers chocolates. I thought, why not? Celebrate the last day at this job. And then I also bought a bingo scratch ticket. I'm not usually one to gamble. I don't go to the casino. I think Alex and I went to the casino once, and we spent $20 each, and then we were like, this is pointless. So we are not gamblers. We rarely ever buy lottery tickets, but on the rare occasion I will grab myself a scratch ticket just for the heck of it. So I thought, let's see what I can do. So I got a bingo ticket and I won $8. Now the ticket cost $3, so technically I made $5 off of it, but that was pretty cool. Like, I don't really win off those very often. So I was gonna do rooting last night, but my hands were really sore. My knees were in pain. Everything was in pain. And it was like that the night before as well. It was like that on Wednesday night too. And so I've kind of noticed that really stress does flare lupus, okay? Because especially with me. But what's weird about it is I find it doesn't flare while I'm experiencing the stress. It flares after the stress is gone. So I have to say, I am really, really grateful to God, because he probably knew I would flare up a little bit after the stress was done. And can you imagine, guys, if I had to work up to July the 9th, which is right before the trip, I may have been in pain on the trip. So at least this gives me 2 weeks to take it easy. I mean, yes, I still have stuff that I have to get done, but at least I have my days completely free to do them however I need to do them to get them done, pace myself, and get rest. So hopefully by the time that the show comes and I'm on that airplane to Denver, I will be feeling a lot better. So I didn't do any reading last night. I just put the heating pad on my hands, I put the heating pad on my legs, and just relaxed and watched some YouTube, watched some Glee. I'm on to season 2 of Glee now. And oh my gosh, there was some stuff I came across and was like, was this really in season 2? That long ago? Like, I thought I just saw this episode yesterday. I just can't believe how fast time flies, guys. It's crazy. Okay, ready to go.
Hey, how are you, my friend?
Okay guys, so I got my Holter hooked up, and this time they didn't have the neonatal pads, and so I was like, well, the usual ones give me blisters and open sores and stuff, so I need something different. And so anyways, they figured out that they had these square ones, or rectangular ones or whatever. They're a little bit bigger than the neonatal ones, but they said that they use those on babies. So they gave me those, and I saw the name on them. I don't know if you guys can, it's under my shirt, but it's like 3M red dot. And so I looked it up on my phone afterwards, and it actually said that they are hypoallergenic, so they don't cause skin issues apparently, hopefully. And on top of that, they have a slightly stronger adhesive in that they can apparently stay on up to 5 days. So I'm feeling hopeful. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that I will not have any reaction to these, since they are hypoallergenic. And I had asked in the past if they had hypoallergenic ones, and they always said, they always like looked clueless on that. So my guess is they've always had these ones, but they just never realized that they were hypoallergenic. They need to learn about these things. So I'm hoping I won't get a reaction, and I'm hoping that they'll stay put and they won't fall off, and I can actually do the full 48 hours and get a good reading. So I was going to go to the town center, but I realized that I probably wouldn't have enough time to. So I stopped at this other little mall that's close to my dentist, and so I just went to Carter's to return. Do you remember that big haul that I got a while back where I got stuff from Walmart, H&M, and Carter's? And I got this beautiful lacy blue dress. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that I posted a picture of Savannah trying that dress on yesterday. And it was just a little snug in the waist, and I didn't like the way the sleeves were. They're short, so they have to have a onesie underneath, but it showed too much onesie sleeve, and I just didn't like the way it looked. So I came here and I exchanged it, and I actually found this really adorable preemie size sleeper that will be perfect for Pixie. So I'll show you that when I get home. But now I'm gonna head over next door to Walmart and hopefully find a purse that I can take on my trip. So that's basically what's happening now, and so far nothing is itching, like, at all. So I'm feeling pretty positive and hopeful that this whole thing is gonna work out. So we will check in later. Hey guys, so I am home. I am so wiped out. It's amazing how just 2 doctor's appointments can just, and a little bit of shopping can just wipe you out when you have lupus. But so I'm actually thinking of taking a little bit of a nap before dinner. maybe let Alex make dinner tonight, and then after dinner get to rooting. But yeah, so far things are going good with the Holter. It's a little itchy here and there, but I don't think it's the actual pads that are itching. It's just the tape pulling my skin when I move. Yeah, it's the tape. But so far so good. So I'm thinking this might be it. This is working. So I'm just gonna go in the bathroom here and go in the mirror here so I can show you. So they've changed things a little since the last time I had a Holter. They used to have this like pack that they would put it in, and it had like almost like a corduroy strap, and the strap itself was kind of an irritating material because it wasn't soft. But now it looks as though let's see if you can see it in the mirror. They have these here, I'll show you. They have these disposable little packs, and they're very light, and the actual Holter monitor is very lightweight now. It doesn't weigh you down, so that's kind of a nice improvement. And then, like I said, they have this kind of a strap too, like it's the same material as the pouch. So it's just a cloth. So I just tied it to make it a little bit shorter so it didn't hang down out of my shirt while I was out and about. But here are the Holter leads. So they're like a rectangular shape, and like I said, I looked them up and they're apparently hypoallergenic, and they said that they're very sticky. They're sticky enough that apparently they should stay on for 5 days. Thankfully it won't be 5 days, but so I have one Holter lead there, one here, one here, and so far those 3 are good and in place. I've got one, I've got one here and another one here, and again, they're not coming off so far. And then I have one, and then I have one down here on this side, and one on this side. And then there's the pack. And then what they did is, they always do this actually, they taped, I don't know how well you can see it, there. They put like gauze around the wires and tape it up so that it stays up, and then they tape it to your body. And now this time she put 3 things of tape, which usually they only put like 1 or 2 and it barely holds. So far that's holding, except this side is coming unstuck. I think she should have taken these wires and put them in here so that there was more skin for that to attach to, but it's not a big deal. Like, I'm going to be home now, so I don't really care if this falls out and the wires are hanging out everywhere. I really don't care. Then the wire that goes in the unit here, I've tucked that in my pants. I'll show you guys. Hold on. So I have this long wire here, so I've just tucked it in my pants to get it out of the way. And that's basically that. So far so good. Yeah. So it would be so wonderful if this is the solution. I'm definitely going to take a picture of one of them before I return it, if I like them. And that way I can have a picture on hand so that the next time I go I can say, I want these ones, and make it happen. So, yeah, so I just wanted to quickly show you what I got. After the dentist, I met up with my mom at the mall because I had a couple things to give her. And then we just kind of like hung out and chit-chatted a bit. But like I was saying, I took back the blue dress, and what I did instead is I got this beautiful preemie sleeper for Pixie, and I love it. It was the last preemie size. It's got this beautiful like floral neckline with like a little scalloped edge. It's got the same on the sleeves, and the sleeves can fold over and make mitts. It has this beautiful blue owl, light blue, and then it's got the flowers on her wings. It's a zipper, which I love, and then it has the little thing up top with that. Pink and white striped, and then look at the feet have the little flowers too. I just thought it was beautiful. So I returned the blue dress and I got this instead. And then I stopped into Winners and found this beautiful item. And what's funny is these two items together basically totaled the cost of the dress I returned. So I essentially returned one item and ended up getting two. And look at this beautiful romper. It's got the white color, and it's like a really like light material, like a, I don't know what you would call it, but it's blue and white, and it's got little butterflies in there, and it buttons up. It has snaps here, so it is a romper, but it kind of looks like a dress. And so they didn't have any newborn. It came in 3-month size, which could work for Ava, but if I end up changing Ava's body to a shorter body, she would end up wearing newborn. So the other idea that I had with this dress is that if I end up not keeping Ava a size 3 months, is that this might be perfect for the kit that McPherson's donated to me, the Tina Kiwi kit, because she's full-limbed. So she wouldn't need a onesie under this. She could just wear it like this. And since it's going to be it's going to be a baby to fundraise for Lupus Ontario, and there's butterflies in the outfit, I thought that would be really perfect. So I might even just put it away and use it for that Lupus baby so that it's wearing something butterflies. And it's probably the right size because I believe it's a bigger kit. I believe it's a kit that wears size 3 months because it is a larger baby and it's full-limbed. So I think it would work really well for that. So I might just stash that away for that. And that's pretty much it. I just got like a couple of grocery type items. Yeah, so I just got home and I'm tired. I want to have a nap. I don't know if I had mentioned earlier in my video that I didn't get a chance to say bye to Nathaniel yesterday because of a family emergency. They had to leave like in the middle of his nap and all this stuff, and they didn't want to wake him up and whatever. So his mom actually texted me today and asked if I'd like to do a quick FaceTime. So I just did that, a quick FaceTime to say bye to Nathaniel. Also, when I got home, I had some fun mail waiting for me. I ordered a t-shirt from Google, a YouTube t-shirt for me to wear on my trip. I figured maybe I'll wear it like for my YouTube workshop. So it's gray and it's got the logo, and you know, I have to say one thing I was disappointed when I was ordering this on their store is that this is a woman's t-shirt, so it's more fitted. And I usually wear large in shirts, but the Keep Calm and Play with Dolls shirt that I ordered from my t-shirt shop that I have, and there's always a link to that in the description below as well as a card on your screen. But when I ordered the Keep Calm and Play with Dolls shirt, I had to go up in size to an extra large because their sizes were running small. Then I went to order this shirt from YouTube, and I was looking at their sizing and the measurements, and it turns out I had to actually buy a 2X, and this fits like the extra large Keep Calm and Play with Dolls shirt that I bought from my t-shirts shop. So, and when I looked at the measurements, it was like the same measurements as my extra large shirt. So the YouTube shirts, if you are planning to order them, just know that they run on the small size. I usually wear a large, and I had to buy a 2X. And even at that, it's a little bit snug. It works, but I would actually have liked it a little bit bigger, but this is the biggest size they have. And I'm thinking to myself, like, what are they thinking? Like, do they think all YouTubers are like toothpick skinny women? I don't know where they're getting these sizings from, but it's crazy. And then I also got, let's see, I didn't get a chance to open this yet. I got a sheet of YouTube stickers because I thought it would be cool. Like I have a notebook that's strictly dedicated to YouTube stuff, and I figure I could like decorate the cover of it with like some YouTube stickers. And then when I run out of when I have to get a new notebook, I can, you know, there's lots of stickers on this, so they'll last me a while. So that's kind of fun. And yeah, so that's what's happening right now. And I think I am actually going to try to take a little bit of a nap so that I can have a little bit of energy after dinner to do rooting. And I intend to root all weekend long. It's going to be a very rainy, cool weekend. They're calling for rain like all weekend long. So I will not want to go out anyway. So I figure rainy weekend, gonna stay in and root the weekend away. I also have some cleaning I have to try and catch up on because like I have a cleaning chart and there's a whole bunch of cleaning that was supposed to have been done in June, and I've barely put a dent in it, and June is like gonna be over in just a few days, guys. How crazy is that? So I got to get some of that done. Hopefully Alex will help me. I'm sure he will. And yeah, so I'll check in a little bit later. Thank God. It has been the most ridiculously stressful week. And as I had last mentioned in my video when I was changing Maya about all these troubles with this new job, and they, believe it or not, even got worse this week. They even started to pile more stuff